Back, everybody. It's time to finish off Fire Emblem with another set of side quests.
Finish off.
Yeah, we're gonna finish off another session.
Don't get our hopes up.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we last? Let's see. We're gonna. We're gonna.
Nonsense.
Yes, nonsense. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, we get back to the Marvel conversation. Okay, so here's a good easy question. Favorite Spider-Man? Doesn't matter what version. I'm just talking about in general. Favorite Spider-Man? Go.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
That one? Okay. My favorite's obviously animated series Spider-Man. 90s face and all. So yeah, that's my favorite iteration of Spider-Man.
I don't have a favorite. Both of those are extremely good. I can't pick between either of those because they're both extremely good for different reasons.
I see.
They both capture the essence of what Peter Parker and Spider-Man is supposed to be as a show and as a character just in the show. It's just as the character itself. So yeah.
Okay, well, I got one date with Destiny over here.
And then you know, if you want to ask about live action, probably Toby. Only because those movies were the best standalone Spider-Man movies to date. Tom Holland is great, but his movies aren't Spider-Man movies. They're like a Spider-Man movie, but they're really just an MCU movie.
So the heart of Spider-Man is not in there.
Yeah, the deepest core of a Spider-Man story is not as prevalent because it's got to be snappy like the rest of the MCU and tie into everything in the MCU and be connected to all of that. And while that's not bad, it does we haven't had the chance to look at Tom Holland's Spider-Man as just Spider-Man on its own.
Okay.
Solely because they're all dealing with Tony Stark and the legacy of Tony Stark and the Avengers and all of that. Whereas Spider-Man's while he's teamed up with a whole bunch of heroes, he's still mostly a solo hero because he's a street level superhero. He's the most powerful street level superhero because he's on par with he's like in the upper mid tier of superheroes in general. But yeah, out of a group of people that are just being vigilantes on the street at night, Spider-Man's the most powerful because he really should, technically speaking, with his power set, he should not be there. If you look at the rest of the heroes in the world. But yeah.
Oh wow. No. For me specifically, when it comes to Spider-Man, it's like, I don't know. You call me narrow-minded for all intents and purposes. It's Annette's birthday. Oh, I would love to host tea party, but there's people here, so let me give you flowers. Was it the whole deal with Spider-Man for me always goes back to the core of what I view as classic Spider-Man, and for me, what I think classic Spider-Man is, it's whatever the animated series put out, because it was. I know people will say, well, it's not the closest to comic books because actually the comics portrayed him this way. And to me, I say I don't care. That's the one I grew up with.
That's not really the point of the core of anything. But I can see where they're coming from with that. But the show's really got it right.
Yeah.
As far as Peter Parker and Spider-Man as a character.
So that to me is like the standalone, and same goes hand in hand with like animated series Batman. To me, that there is no other Batman that could match that Batman in my opinion.
Oh, that is for damn certain. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. The only thing that I think Batman also has a close second in animated works called the Batman. That one was actually really good.
That's like year
A
one
little
Batman,
bit.
right?
That's the one in from 2004, or
Yeah, it
yeah,
does
2004 to
technically one,
2007.
but it's not like the same continuity.
No, it's a different continuity that takes liberties with the characters in both design and a little bit of their lore, but it's still really good. It's basically Batman Year One.
Yeah, I've watched that.
You
I've
know?
watched it.
Yeah, it's really good, and and also like the best change about that is probably Clayface. They made Clayface actually a tragic character instead of just some dude who just happens to be a freak and wants to be normal again, but he keeps on committing petty crimes to try and get the funds to become normal, right? And it's like Batman keeps stopping it because like he keeps creating collateral damage, right? But like in the Batman, they did something wholly unique with Clayface, which is quite similar to like a bunch of Spider-Man villains and other like mainstay Batman villains in that they tied the character they tied the villain to both the character of Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the joke, but like as far as like you know like the whole saying from like the creators that like the best Spider-Man stories are the ones that intertwine both Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The things that affect both of those at once in like it's kind of the same thing for Batman, though not to such an extreme, because most of the villains don't know who Batman is, other than all 30 fucking times everybody finds out who Batman is because it keeps his identity secret. Uh, they tied the character of Clayface together with Bruce Wayne and Batman in a fresh way that actually makes it compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Because Clayface ended up being a tragically struck friend of Bruce Wayne, who was also part of law enforcement trying to capture Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like he's got this like cat and mouse thing going on with his friend, who he's known since childhood and respects and adores, but he's also trying to like stop me from doing the right thing because that's his job and he's a good man trying to do the right thing for everybody. But he was also trying to follow the law, which keeps him from not being able to do all of that. So his alter ego is at odds with his friend while he's friends with his friend off the law, right?
Yeah.
And then he becomes a tragic figure in that he turns into Clayface and then right. So there's that. That's something that actually like has like some weight on the characters. And then what's it? Honestly, I didn't mind the change to Joker in that show either. It was different, but not in a bad way.
I see.
Oh, and I love what they did with Harley.
Oh yeah, Harley was actually pretty cool in that too. Yeah,
I forgot about Joker and Harley in that show.
Music number.
The only ones I really remember was Penguin and Clayface. Those were the only ones I can remember from that show.
Speaking of Penguin, there was an episode where Joker tried to have the roles switched between him and Batman, and it led to a very full fight, three-way fight between Joker, Batman, Joker-fied Batman, and Penguin. Just there, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and then we had the ridiculous concept that actually was pretty cool: Batman versus Dracula. It was so ridiculous. of a concept, but when you actually watch it, it's actually pretty good.
I'll take your word for that.
Like Dracula gets unearthed by accident, right? By a I think penguin, right?
Yeah.
And he like just starts doing Dracula stuff of like, oh, like ancient evil force that has been brought back, and he just starts doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
But then he hears word of a Batman, thinking, oh, is this another vampire trying to be like me, right? And so like he confronts Batman and then realizes it's just a dude. It's just a guy in a costume, and he's like, wait, you are this Batman?
He does respect him, though, seeing as he did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's like, you are impressive for human. I must thank you for keeping my identity intact. Right, and then like he tries to kill Batman, right?
Yeah.
And like fucking Joker gets turned into a vampire. Penguin got scared shitless of both Joker and this guy. Like he actually ran to Batman for help and like, please protect me. Like fucking and then like the way Batman actually beats Dracula is like it's just framed really like in this really goofy cartoony way, but it actually works. Just because of like they built up to it, and like it's done in a really like good epic way, not like it's when you look at it, it's fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually but because it kind of built up to that, as the struggle went on, it feels kind of earned and actually cool.
Not to mention they had mentioned the thing earlier.
Yeah.
Halfway through, so when it finally happened, Dracula was like, "Oh crap, you're that guy."
Yeah, it's like and like Dracula's like I can accept this, I guess. As he's just kind of like he's both scared and in awe, and he's like I was like acceptance.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's actually pretty cool.
I'll see if I can take a look at that clip somewhere.
If you've watched the show, I think you should watch that mini movie.
Okay, I'll take a look at it then. Let's get back into the story real fast. We got ourselves I skipped through a whole bunch of stuff because there's no more side quests, so we're done with side quests, I guess. So we're gonna go right into plot. So we got a word from our redeemed hero, Dimitri. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, map time. Let's hear from Jiraiya.
Despite their victory at the Battle of Gronder, the Kingdom Army turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead of heading south. To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel. No move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the kingdom capital.
Oh, this particular character. Yep, I remember this character.
Oh yes, the one they want us to believe is the reason why Dimitri is the way he is.
Ferdiad. It has been a lifetime since I was here last. 5 years ago, in fact. On the day before my execution, when Dedu helped me escape from prison, I killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think this is how I would return to the city of my birth after all that has happened.
I'm proud of you.
I do not deserve that. If not for you or Rodrigue, I would still be lost. I am glad to have you at my side. From the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Your Highness, the path to the castle has been cleared. We are making preparations to advance. Say the word, and we march.
Yes. Let us begin. Everyone, listen well. This battle is for all that the Empire stole from us. It is a fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed. I give you but 2 commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home.
Okay, so none of
These things are
I thought
totally
I would
forgiven
see you again,
you.
little princeling. So stubborn. It must run in your family.
Hey,
Cornelia,
look, it's
the city is
Camellia
overrun with
again.
insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival.
It's,
If we do
it's
nothing,
Loki
our army may
Camellia.
suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please. Or are you saying you have enough soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace. Go on now. You are needed out there.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. And bringing that troublesome person along with him. It would have been much better if he and his sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other.
Gee, I wonder who that troublesome person is.
Oh. Alright, so she's our main boss unit for this stage here. This is like, I think, the only time you actually really get to see her interacting with anybody. So this comes completely out of nowhere for me personally. Like, she's mentioned, but you never actually get to see, like, motivation-wise before the time skip. So you don't get that time to really see what's up.
Unlike Dimitri's dad, who has one moment he appears.
Yeah. So, let's make sure we have all the important people in the field. Okay, that's important, that's important, that's important. Alright, get rid of Ferdinand. Alright. Ferdinand, go sit in the corner. Constance, come with us. You're needed in the sun. Let's see, where's Constance at? There it is. There she is. There she is. Okay, save. Alright, so now we just gotta go storm the area, kill her, and be on our way. For freedom, remember? Alright. This is... Oh, yeah.
The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titaness in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
Unique beasts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up.
Advance! Smash that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital! I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins.
Okay, so now we're on actual gameplay. These guys are, look. These guys are called the Titanus, a weapon made from forgotten knowledge. It protects itself with a formidable shield. These guys are really, really tough. I will say, my love for mech stuff. I love the design of this. It looks really cool. I love the giant sword it has, and the
And a fence-like shield.
fence-like shield. I love it. I love it. But yeah, these guys are gonna be the main problem in this stage. Through experience, you want to obviously weed out the human people first, and then slowly kind of like goat them to get close to you, because multiple of these guys will end up squashing your team.
Even if they hurt each other.
Yeah. So definitely gonna have to take this very inch by inch. Ooh, we got soldiers here. Okay. But anyway, that's the gist of it. Cornelia, explode. Do you remember what her character was all about? As we get into
Basically, she was supposed to manipulate the royal family, supposedly.
Let me lower that down since we already got our audio done. Yeah, that's better. Okay. She was supposed to manipulate the family.
Yeah.
That was
So supposedly she's the reason why everything sucks in the kingdom, but like, again, we don't see any of that.
I'll do my best.
All she comes
Show,
off,
don't tell.
she just comes off as just somebody that's like, alright, I'm evil for the sake of being evil, because blah 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 family stuff.
I'm all about telling and not showing.
Yeah. Also, she's our excuse to have another Camilla character. Because yeah,
Except evil like Loki.
evil Loki. Yeah.
Like there is a Fire Emblem Loki in the Heroes.
Really? Like legit, or just like he? Oh, okay. It's a character named Loki. Okay.
Yeah, it also has the gods traits, so it's probably based on the same character, but like that one is obviously just female for the sake of being female,
Okay. Gotcha.
not because of anything main Loki would be.
Move, you guys, move. But yeah, so at this point, I'm gonna immobilize everybody in the middle, just so I don't have too much spread out, and then go from there. Just gotta draw somebody out to hit Gylith, because Gylith will defend because of his tankiness, and he has that 38% crit. Yep, that guy's dead.
What of damage? You sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Plus he self heals, so, and plus he gets that heal every time he every so often when he hits people. Yeah, see? Nothing to worry about. And then we got this guy here. Ooh, he chose not to attack. How smart of him. Okay, let's see. Who do we
Maybe
have?
he just going to beat you in time.
Let's see. Everybody's doing pretty good on XP here, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, Dimitri, go ahead and be a spear boy and kill him. Thank you. Thank you. One shot.
Thank me if you must.
Alright, cool. These guys' range are going to be what the main issue is here. Okay, good. Good. Okay, let's see. We'll deal with the samurai boys over here. Let's get somebody... Obviously, we want to keep the nuke safe, but also close by enough.
Want someone with some beefy defense, like,
Yeah.
Much needed.
Keep forgetting sometimes that she can heal too.
It's inconveniently low, though.
Yeah, so it's just pretty much a quick patch job. Okay. Pretty much everyone's mobilized in a nice L formation. Yeah, let's go.
Are you talking, Reggie? If you are, I can't hear you.
Something was going on in another Discord channel, and basically everybody just got booted out of there.
What?
Yeah. Me and my friends were just talking about that right now. I was like, damn.
What? Did someone anger a mod or what?
No, so it was a guild in Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
And apparently they think that currently the Discord had drifted from what the guild was supposed to be. So they're like as of this point in time, all of this particular role is going to be removed. We do apologize for that. Thank you all for just for participating, yada yada. But I was like, okay. And then several of us were in the middle of trying to say something or whatever, and then we just got kicked out. So I was like, well, okay then.
Wow, that's sucky.
We're just talking about that in the aftermath right now.
We appreciate your opinion, but we do not want to hear your opinion.
No, it wasn't like that. It's the role play guild, right? But not a whole lot of activity of roleplay has been going on in there. So they're like, we feel like the Discord's kind of drifted. This is meant to help facilitate roleplay in this group, and it feels kind of like it's become a little too much of a himbo dude bro hangout area instead for all the guests that are here. I'm like, okay, that's fair, but whatever. But they're just like, we're going to be removing this entire role. I was like, okay, bye.
Bye.
And then another dude that was there. I was like, they only have 8 actual members right now in the Discord. That's how inactive their group has been because of all the changes that have happened in the last year and a half.
Okay.
The fact that they just kicked all the friends now is like, so basically you want inactivity again. The lead has been like on hiatus for like various reasons. The only 2 active officers in there have been mostly non-existent outside of like outside of the occasional hello and stuff going on. And yeah. I've been typing if that's worth
activity,
my
but we do not wish to do our job.
Don't you hate it when you have a group of people that want to have activity, but then kick people that do the activity?
This is twice now that I've been in a situation like that.
Interesting. All right, Annette, use your lightning bolt blade. Oh wow, only 2 damage. Oh, he has Pavise, that's why. Or Pavise.
Yeah. If my icon was lighting up from audio, it's probably because I was typing is the main thing.
These things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
Magic, you say?
A source, you say?
All I see is more potential beatdown for my fists. Let me see what happens.
That is the greatest source of magic of all.
Oh, cool crit.
Magic punch.
Double crit. I mean, I know I can just heal myself. That's why I'm throwing myself to do this right now. It's called...
Mister, can I heal if you die?
Let's go. Hand axe. Oh, that's not going to do any damage. Okay. And that's going to have to lay back for a second. But Dimitri's got this. He could throw a stick at him real good.
For the Olympic gold!
Yeah, for the Olympic gold. Oh, man. We'll see how this plays out. I'm actually taking a big risk here. Throwing out my 2 strongest units in the front. But I'm going to justify it by saying that we have a healer nearby. Okay. Let's see. With this guy's range. Oh, seems like his deadly stuff range is only up here. Interesting. Okay, let me shoot from a distance then. Okay, wow. She's gonna do no damage to that? That's interesting. I wonder why. Okay.
She's more for tanking it than dishing it out.
Okay. Let's go self-heal. There you go. And then...
Man.
Yeetus deletus. Okay.
Man, if only there was some, like, bolt weapons or something.
Let's see, assist. Yeah, you know, let's dance. Let's dance for Gyleth here. And give him some extra fist power. Oh yeah, I could definitely survive this one. I'm pushing my luck big time, but let's do it.
You probably only take half that damage.
Oh no, I took priority on that one, and I got 7 health for it. Sword up, huh? Interesting. Well, does this work now? Oh, it's not doing much. Okay. What about my nuke? Will my nuke do anything to him? Only just a little. That's concerning. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Combat arts.
Something about Godolith, and I guess to a lesser extent, Dimitri is just tank ignoring it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I saw there's a plus sign over here. But why though? Oh, that's not doing. Okay, she's doing. Okay, so they're weak against magic stuff. Maybe it's not just a joke after all. Maybe he is actually casting fist.
Yes, that means Dimitri casts stick.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Nobody's gonna be hitting us here, right? Okay. Let's just put you back here just in case we need something.
If only we had a bolt weapon or something.
I don't even think Annette has one on her right now. Okay. No, we should be fine.
You fumed the soul!
Weren't the tightness enough for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
Activate the nukes while you're at it. Haha, you missed.
And meanwhile, Lysistrata looks at him and says, "Look what they did to match a fraction of my power."
Alright, it's time to see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so this guy, let's see, how much damage this guy did. Shatters the man.
I sure hope
Whoa!
that...
Whoa, that is a lot. Oh, that killed even her from back there.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
Okay, I just had to go ahead and see how that played out. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, I just really want to see what would happen if we just took him on like that, because casting fist was pretty effective, but damn. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah. Remember asking my boy? Okay. That's a reference to something, isn't it?
Godfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew it was some sort of mob thing.
What's it? When Marlon Brando goes to the coroner, goes to the or not the coroner, but the mortuary guy, right? Like, I need you to do me a favor, and they bring in the body. Dude takes shows off the body to the guy, and he's just so distraught with sorrow that his son is dead. Seeing it in person again, like, you know, after hearing the news, it's just like, look how they massacred my boy. And like trying not to cry about it, but he's like crying, right? It's actually framed really great as far as like the lighting and the direction of the shot. Really good. I should probably watch that movie like in full, because I don't think I've ever actually watched it like really.
At your service.
I could actually attack that thing from here using her. Interesting. Okay. Let's heal Guyla from a distance. And then Mr. Dimitri will be next to him. And who's gonna be attacking? Oh, Fist Dude. Awesome. Steel Land should do it. Okay. Come attack me, buddies. Thank you. Alright, cool. Got some of my health back. Sweet. Cool. Got a level up for Flame, who's going to be doing auto heal for me when it's next turn. Alright, let's see. Kingdom Soldier. 26 damage. Haha, I missed it. Oh, sweet. This guy's going to do no damage.
My apologies.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. I've never seen a CPU dodge a crit, though. I don't think it's possible.
On to the next battle.
It's only supposed to proc if the attack is actually hitting.
I won't stop marching onward.
Are you saying that crits can activate and still miss?
Well, I've never seen a crit miss in this game, so that's why I brought it up.
Did it miss?
No, it didn't miss. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, okay, because So the way the way attacks work in Fire Emblem, as far as I know, for what should be the whole series, is that first it rolls on accuracy,
Mm-hmm.
so it checks hit, then it checks crit, then it does damage,
Yeah.
or then it calculates the damage,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got a set damage, and then you have a multiplier from the crit.
Mm.
So crits should never proc if you miss.
Okay, because I do believe crits did get avoided in, was it Conquest? I
Really?
do remember something like that where I landed a crit. It showed the crit animation, and then the opponent dodged it.
Are you sure it was a crit animation and not like something else?
I vaguely remember. That's why I'm not too like defensive over it.
Even in Fates, crits typically have like the portrait cut in, like if you're doing
Yeah.
a super move in a fighting game.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they do like a unique flourish to either their character or their class, and then they attack.
Same thing with Awakening. You okay, Mark? Just awkwardly silent all of a sudden.
Well, I was explaining what happened to another friend that was also in the Discord that just got kicked.
Yeah, but Mark also went dead silent.
Yeah, I can't answer for that, but yeah. Mark said he stepped out. I don't know if you noticed the chat, but yeah,
Ah,
apparently he stepped away. Probably something at the door or whatever.
oh my. Those of you watching on YouTube, feel free to hit forward a few times. Skip a bit of this awkward silence.
Also, YouTubers, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the noti bell so that when we do more content, you can. What do they say? Get notified? That's all it is. It's a notification bell, which is fucking stupid that even exists. Like that's the whole point of like subscribing. But yeah.
Also, comment how bad Mark is at this. Yeah, you're still busy, so might as well ask who your favorite Fire Emblem character is.
I'm gonna be basic. Lindis, Aelin.
Ah, the Proto fan service.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Shanna person.
Yeah, that's cool
Oh.
too. I like a lot of the DBA characters, but that's mainly because those are the games I'm somewhat familiar with, despite never having played them much. Like
You
I
probably wouldn't have been as big a fan of her as if Heroes didn't have that whole incident.
What happened?
what incident did
What
it have?
incident? What incident?
There was the voting gauntlet kind of thing, and well, she won a lot of things people think she shouldn't have.
What character are we talking about?
The popularity polls,
Kinda, yeah.
basically
She beat out Kumi.
to determine who else is going to be put into the game next. Right?
No.
No? Oh.
The character's
What
already
else?
in there voting on a theme like long hair versus short hair in that instance.
Why the fuck would they alter her design?
Wait, what design are we talking about?
Shauna
What do you
from
mean alter her
FE6.
design? No, they didn't alter her design.
Okay, well,
It's a
Shauna
poll
has
of.
short hair.
It's kind of a voting on like vote for who you want to win and get rewards if your party wins.
Okay.
And so in a theme of long hair versus short hair, she was short hair.
Uh huh.
She went up against 3 opponents in a tournament style thing.
Of popularity voting.
Yeah. The last
Okay.
opponent being Takumi from Fates.
Pineapple?
And
Yeah, pineapple.
yeah. So she won that in the end, and people were like, what?
Oh, let's see. You have a character that doesn't really have anything wrong with her, and then you have a character that people like to meme on. And that's a train passing by.
That wasn't the only character she managed to beat. I forget the other one of them, but the other one actually made a little more sense. It was Hinoka. Let me see who that third opponent
Well,
was.
whatever. But yeah, that's whatever. But as far as favorite Fire Emblem characters go, basically a good portion of them are the GBA characters for me. But again, that's mainly because that's the most exposure I've had is the GBA titles. Even though I'm not like personally invested in those because I never played them growing up, and I only have a couple of them from like the online store. I haven't played them to completion though. But yeah. I would say definitely the Fire Emblem 7 Lords in general, I think, are my favorites. Ellie was just a more compelling version of Roy, because Roy didn't really get to, like... I mean, Roy's a good character just on his own. Like, if you dive deep into what's actually going on in his game, but the fact that his game wasn't released officially means people didn't get to experience it properly until much later, and even then they had really poor translations at first. He's a good, like, Roy's a good character, but Eliwood's basically Roy but better in both gameplay and character. And then Hector is just fucking badass. He's a relatively chill dude that just gets straight to the point. So I like him. And then obviously the last Lord of the game is my favorite one in general, just because that's my first Fire Emblem character. Oh yeah.
So the topic is favorite Fire Emblem character. Is that what we're getting?
Yeah.
At? Okay.
Yeah. To pass the time since you were away.
Yeah, I abruptly had to take off real fast, but man, for me personally,
You're not gonna say Camilla, I know that.
I'm not gonna say Camilla. Like Camilla, that's.
Like,
I'm not gonna say Camilla.
I know she's up there, but I know you're not gonna say her.
Yeah, it's not her. And man,
I'm pretty sure you're not gonna say Annette either.
yeah, not Annette either. She's like, in terms of like the character for this game, cute.
In general, the franchise.
In general, franchise wise.
Who's your favorite Fire Emblem character?
It's sad to say, but it's Arthur. Just because he clashes so badly.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I think the other character she beat out was Lute.
Lute is from Gaiden and Echoes, right? That's from the Valencia game.
She's that purple-haired one.
I'm right as far as which game she's from, right?
I guess so.
Oh.
I just know that people seem to like her a bit.
Yeah, she's from what I understand, she's a popular character. As far as design goes, and I think she was one of the better functioning mage characters that you could have. I think. I don't remember now. I only know vague. I only have vague information about the community and and characters.
Well, as it stands, I think in terms of like, I'm just happy Fire Emblem Conquest got me into the series. I'm sorry, considering that's like the worst one apparently according to the majority of people. But
it's the worst part of the franchise, but it's not the worst game.
Echo.
Oh yeah, Echoes, the remake of Echoes, right? That's the one that people are like, why, right?
Echoes is it's not a. Echoes isn't a bad game. It's just like most people look at it as like, why does this exist? But like technically speaking, like it exists for a reason. People they remade Shadow Dragon and Mystery of the Emblem as well. So like it was only natural that they made the Interpol of those games, which was in itself a standalone title that just happened to come out after the first one, but then or the third one, right? Because Fire Emblem 1 was just its own thing. It was Marth, and then Fire Emblem 2 was called Fire Emblem Gaiden, and that was the one with Alm and Celica. That was the Valencia game, which eventually got remade as Echoes. And Fire Emblem 3 was basically a remake of Fire Emblem 1 with a second game attached onto it as a continuation of that. So it was Marth and Marth. Yeah. Or Marth and then more Marth, because it's part 1 and then you have a sequel tied into it. And then beyond that, you have the Youngful games with Genealogy and Thracia. And then from there, after that, we have Binding Blade with Roy. Which Binding Blade is basically just Fire Emblem 1, like beat for beat.
With red hairs.
Yeah. Beat for beat, Binding Blade is just Shadow Dragon.
It's all for all those ginger lovers.
Yeah.
Who want the well, technically that's more of the dad thing.
Mainly so Fire Emblem 6 is basically the new team of what's the company, Inky Works or Intelligent Systems?
Yeah, Intelligent System, yeah.
intelligence system is basically their Force Awakens. Disney did what they did. They just remade the first thing in the franchise for a new by a new team for a new audience on a new platform. Right?
Except theirs turned out for the better.
Yeah, because it expanded on core systems that still exist today.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, things looking pretty dicey for me right now. My hands over here against this Titanus. Yeah.
And yeah.
Is there I want to ask? Is there a reason why we like Fire Emblem to begin with? I know we've talked about a bunch. We've hated and memed on Fire Emblem, but is there a reason why we even like the series to begin with?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just like the designs.
I like the gameplay and the very the wide cast of characters. It's unique for a strategy game. Like most strategy games, you have like 3 or 4 like main people.
There?
Wow!
I didn't even know that was a crit. I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, go on, go on.
Like most tactical / strategy RPGs, you either have either the important characters are characters that aren't fighting, or they're the main leader characters that are fighting, but like everybody else is just a unit. Right. Yeah. So like the premise of Fire Emblem is unique in the sense that it still stands out among the rest of the strategy RPG crowd. But
even among their other tactical RPG,
Advance War, yeah, because Advance War you have generals that give orders, but the actual units that are making the move, that are doing the moves and whatnot, are just that units.
Yeah, they don't matter.
They're faceless. Yeah, they're faceless, expendable armies in a cartoonish war. Yeah. Whereas Fire Emblem is like, it's a medieval setting with where you're commanding people. So like it's still unique, and I do like that. I do like that everybody is essentially their own person and exists for some kind of reason. Some of those reasons might be more contrived than others, but they're still reasons and characters that are essentially unique to themselves.
What's my strategy?
That doesn't mean that they're all good, but they are unique. And I appreciate that.
As the SNES, there was comedy relief.
Yeah. And just characters that don't make sense in general, too. So, like, there's that as well. And then it just gets more polarizing the further you get because of, like, varied designs not fitting in with the setting itself, rather than just, like, the environment. It just doesn't fit the setting, like, say, Arthur. But Arthur, at least, is like a good kind of entertaining and doesn't fit in. Whereas, like, you've got Harry, whereas, like, so they made Harley Quinn in armor, I think. And then, like, they don't. And then, even when they try to, like, delve into her character as to why she's like that, it's just, I had a bad day. It's the dark tragic past. I had a bad day and went mad.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, it kind of was a bit messed up watching her mother die or something.
Yes, I get that. But like, learning that doesn't change her character at all. Nor does it. And like, if you pair her with other characters, it technically doesn't change them either. Nor does it. In some cases, it makes them worse, or either not doing anything to help, or like, I don't know. They're like
basically, you need to make sure she's with someone who teaches her No, this is not the same servant you were meeting before. Stop being stupid.
Yeah, it's weird and it's like whatever. I don't mind her as far as her design or her backstory and character. Like it's fine. It's just like in the context of the creator cast there, it's kind of in the same vein as like Azama. Like, why do you exist?
Who?
Like, why are you here? Why do characters give you the time of day? But yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I normally look at Fire Emblem in terms of like what I like about it, just because of two things, and I believe it's a combination of what you guys were talking about. The character designs. I really like a particular style of anime characters. Like I look at you could show me classic anime, like a real classic, and it just doesn't do it for me. But you can show me like the style of like like we just saw Panzer Paladin, that type of style, and then of course the Akira Toriyama style of
that is like classic anime though.
Well, I've been told before that that's not classic anime. That's a newer type of animation of anime. You want to look at classic anime.
Panzer Paladin.
Panzer Paladin's animation is based on like not old anime, like old anime, but like older, like old.
It's from like 70s and 80s. It's like space battleship Yamato or whatever the fuck it was called, and stuff from that age. Saint Seiya and Gundam.
The overly sparkly eyes era.
Yeah, it took inspiration from that, which to me is still part of old school anime. It's just a different subsect of old school anime, because you have like anime from like the fucking 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Which was vastly different from anime as we knew it, even in the 70s and 80s.
Exactly.
As it wasn't really. It wasn't like anime, like something adapted from like a manga or whatever. It was just a cartoon. But for Japan, they call it animation and abbreviate it as anime.
Yeah.
Sure. And then anime itself became a
people calling it anime instead of cartoon is just being dumb.
Yeah, but then because like anime is just an abbreviation for animation, and a cartoon, when it's moving, is just an animation. You can have like comic strips as a cartoon, right? But then like you have like TV cartoon, whereas it's moving pictures, motion pictures. Therefore, it is an animation. Therefore, technically speaking, it is also anime.
Yeah.
By the most basic definition of the term anime, the original definition of anime.
Yes.
But the term anime itself has evolved to mean something more specific in the last 2 centuries.
Yeah.
Or I guess in the last century, because it was at the very end of the 20th century into the 21st century, right? So.
Well, yeah. So that type of style is what I grew up with, and what I've
70s, 80s, yeah.
Yeah, it's what I've come to appreciate as like a good style I like. So when I see stuff like that in Fire Emblem, I'm like, oh yeah, I can deal with that. That and the fact that I grew up with Advanced Wars first, which again
is more cartoonish, more overtly like Western cartoonish.
I'd argue it's kind of anime. It's kind of.
It is, yeah. But like
when Western at first, they just kind of it got popular here because it matched the style, and then they just leaned into it further.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they made Fire Emblem, they had Fire Emblem alongside it, but yeah.
Yeah. So.
And it originally started off with like that 80s feel of medieval anime OVAs, where like everybody, like the heroic character is like a young teenager wearing like a fucking like loincloth or like a fucking robe tunic.
A skirt and a tiara.
Yeah, wielding a dainty sword, a dainty magical sword usually.
Seriously, your sister's been dead and you avenged her. Why are you still wearing the tiara?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, back to what I was trying to say though, because I'm trying to explain why I like the series in general.
Yeah, go for it.
You know, the anime style is a big plus, and in my experience with Advance Wars, as little as it was, because I didn't actually own the original Advance Wars when I was younger. It was belonged to my uncle. He had a GBA and a couple of cartridges of like some baseball game and then Advance Wars 1 and 2. And whenever I came over with my Game Boy Advance, I would just pop it in and play it. Eventually, I couldn't play that game anymore, but I remember the good times. I never beat it, but I did find it fascinating. Like, this is not a Sonic the Hedgehog. You go from point A to point B. You have to think about what you're doing. Very puzzle-like. And with that in mind, when I went to Conquest, and I realized, oh yeah, it's like Fire Emblem. I mean, sorry, it's like Advance Wars, but it's kind of oldish like, and these units actually matter. You just can't start spawning in like a bajillion soldiers and overwhelm your people because you actually care about if your unit goes down, which I thought was really cool. So
Yeah.
And then a lot of Advance Wars on the Wii U got bored and then years later it got it now for Switch.
wait, what are we talking about?
Just a side tangent. Just a side tangent of the Advanced Wars variety.
Oh yeah, I
Not really much else to say on that.
Hmm.
Back to Fire Emblem.
Okay, looks like my dad's doing something with the internet right now.
Yeah.
He said internet outage in 15 minutes, and I'm asking
okay.
how long. So I may have to cut this part real fast and then wait for it to come back.
That's fine. I kind of need to cut out anyway, like in another 20-30 minutes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end this part right
Prepared
here.
for
tomorrow.
to get myself prepared for.
Yeah. So I'll end this part here, and then we'll pick up for next week on this map. So until next time, guys. Bye bye.